Hey, you guys, hi. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've come to talk about my continuous gratitude journal. I think this is episode 6. The correct episode will be in the title. I've been gone for a while, but I am just happy and having fun. And I, yes, have been keeping my gratitude journal as consistent as I do. I might write in it twice a week. And I've said before, if this is not your first time here, then you've heard me say that I'm constantly living in gratitude. So, yes. Welcome back to all my lovely sassies who continue to come to watch this. And if you're new, welcome. Please join the family where I talk about beauty, I talk about style, I talk about fragrance. I'm going to be talking more about books because I'm reading again. Reading has been my love since I learned how to read. And I would say in first grade, so I was 6. I've been consistently reading since then. However, I go through periods lately for I guess the past, let's say 5 years or so, where due to time, due to what may be going on in my life, I may only read 10 books a year, which is not like me. I am a person that normally had been reading all that time, constantly reading. It's easily, I could have read 10 books in 3 weeks, at least maybe in 1 week, let's say I read 2 books. That would be my norm. Maybe depending on the thickness or the complex nature of the book, that one book might take, a week, 2 weeks with working, raising kids. But anyway, I'm saying all that to say, I'm back to reading consistently every single day. So I have a reading goal now. I'm on Goodreads. You can find me on Goodreads, I believe. I want to change it so it more aligns with the name that I write under, which is Janet Jays Brown. So on Goodreads, though, I'm either just Janet or, maybe I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, it feels so good to be able to actually slow my life down intentionally and actually be able to, this year in 2023, dedicate hours of reading to each day. That feels so good because it's getting back to myself, is what I call it. And with everything going on, flopping off together, what I want to say, jump off. So you get a job, you're working so hard, you come home, you're tired, you have to cook for the kids, cook for yourself, or not, eat out. Then I'm the type that during a work week, that's when I like to do my laundry. That's when I like to run errands. That's when I like to mow the lawn. Just everything, clean the house. I try to do all that during the week so that I'm not one that, every Saturday I have to jump out the bed and clean up my house. No, I try to periodically, and that's been going on for years. But so depending on what all factors were, other factors that may happen, my reading kept taking a back burner. And for someone who lives to read and loves to write and needs to narrow down what that second book is going to be doing, different characters have been talking to me So I really am, I see myself having time to get some writing done, maybe in Q3 of this year. Y'all, I still have to do my vision board, which will get done. I'm setting a goal for that to get done before the end of March. March ends Q1, and so that's a little cray-cray, but I have on my mind what I want to accomplish. And I had such a lofty vision for 2022. It all came to fruition, y'all. It all came to fruition. So this year, I don't know if everything is going to be so lofty. I'm trying to enjoy what I intentionally set forth from 2022, which was minimalizing. So that was pretty much packing up a whole home to come abroad, to come be in Mexico, selling my home. It was so much I had to do. I started working on getting a certain certificate. There's been so much because I wanted to begin to live an intentional life, just not have to make work my main reason for living. And a lot of us, if someone asks you something, work is your main reason for living, your main everything on your mind, work, work, work. What happens is either we become sick, or we find ourselves in a situation where you're not at that job you were at for 20. My people in my generation, if they were blessed, they were there for 20 years, 25, 30 years, because that back then that's the goal. Hey, I'm gonna find a good job, get my benefits, stay there. And the newer generation is pretty much, no, if this job is not serving me, I will be here a year or two, get what I can get out of it, and I'm out. I'm on to the next thing. I might be pivoting, which I love that. I love that for everyone, And so anyway, so then you're left, if you still do have your health, you feel like something's missing because you never nurtured yourself. You never nurtured your life. So now you feel like, I'm not going to work for such and such corporation. Now what? Start preparing now. Now what? Start finding hobbies that you love, or already know, or go back to. What do you like to do? You like to exercise, you run track, you ran track. Get back out there on that field. Whatever it is, playing your video games, reading, just going out with the girls for brunch. Whatever it is that brings you joy and brings your life quality, ladies and gents. Hey, sassy gents. We love everybody on this channel. So get into doing that. Like, a job is a job. You're making someone else rich and happy. You're not, at the end of the day, you're not sowing into yourself. What are you sowing into? You may sow into a skill, but after a while, what can that skill do for you? Other than find you a new job to, I got to get up, let me go work for so and such a new corporation. That's nice and fine, but how can you use those skills to make money for yourself, to make your life more easy, soft, and comfortable? These are just questions. You can say, Sassy Jan on some different level. Sassy Jan, what? I love my job. I worked hard to get here. Good, I did too. I've had the great jobs. I've been a manager. I've been a leader. Wonderful. So bring that into, so being a leader, being a manager, I know I can manage myself. I know I have leadership skills. How can I make that work for me? And so ask yourselves the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Don't find yourself with all this leisure time that you should be enjoying, but you're not enjoying the blessing. You're wasting time wondering what you should do, feeling guilty. No, I need another job. You're 60, 70, 55. Really? Do you really? Do you really, really? You were put here to be happy. Life is beautiful, but it is what we make it. You know, when's the last time you spent a whole day listening to your music and just being? When you just be, you can hear your own thoughts. You can't hear your own thoughts running out the door every day and only having the weekend. You know, and I was blessed. My job, I had plenty of vacation time. So I was able to take time to just chill out and just be. But anyway, all of this is just to say, you know, in 2023, why not make a pact with yourself that you are going to, no matter what age you are, you could be my daughter's age, 20, 21, you could be in your 30s, in your 40s, and of course 50, 60, 70, 80. Please take a moment to just be and reflect on map out your life. What do you want this life to be? How would you design your life? And it's not hopefully. Now I hope now, if you just love running out, you're gonna be 85 years old trying to figure out who the next person that you can work for. Good to you. But if you really envision, hey, I love to read, I love to take hikes, I love to travel, I want to spend more quality time with my friends and family. I'm going to get into these cookbooks and become a chef in my own kitchen even. Whatever it is, your master plan, I'm going to get back to playing chess. I want to learn to play chess. Well, the things on your list that you want to do, there's a timeline. That list, the time, people say, well, when you going to do that? When you going to do this? Oh, I'm going to do it. But that time can be cut off. It will be cut off. We're mortals. So there will be an end to how long, once you do start doing it, how long have you got to enjoy it? So why not start planning it now? And no matter what age, actually, the younger you start planning it, the longer you may be able to enjoy it, because you start out in your 20s saving for retirement, investing. What's that gonna look like? Buying up some property that'll bring you in some income. What's that gonna look like? Anyway, enough of that. This is just what I've been saying is to just give you a jump off part. Hopefully I have inspired you to think, hey, yeah, I could design my life. Because when we get caught up 5 days a week, let me run here and then even have the nerve to feel proud of ourselves when we stay at the job for 10 hours. Give them 10, 11 hours. Feel proud. I'm proud of myself. So not only do you not have enough time in a day, period, on GP, when we work, we don't have enough time in the day for ourselves, okay, to do what we want to do. We have to make time. So that means typically we have to stay up late or get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or both. In my case, I stay up late nurturing myself. But y'all, you have to still have the energy. Just because I'm staying up late didn't mean I was every night picking up my book, every night writing. I might just spend some time just staring at the wall, meditating, thinking. planning. So anyway, just think about it. What do you want what's your dream life? If you're in your 20s and 30s, envision how you can start sculpting it. Also, this is not it's your life to plan, yes, but it's in God's plan as well. So anyway, enough of all that. So back to the journal, y'all. That's what we're here to do. So today I've already written for my day. I'm going to go ahead and share it with you because I'm not going to keep you too long. So today I'm grateful for waking up, as I am all the time. I'm grateful that I even woke up, y'all. And I woke up in a pretty good mood. I taught some classes this morning, and I'm happy. And it's still early. So I'm grateful for the delicious dinner I cooked last night. Let me tell you about this dinner. And it's not new. It's become one of my favorites to make, though. Some salmon, grilled. So I grilled this salmon that is seasoned very well. And I fry up some stir-fried veggies and then some rice. So last night I didn't butter up the rice. So what I did do though is I put the vegetables on top of the stir-fried veggies on top of the rice, and then with the salmon, then I had some salmon juice that I ended up pouring over all of it. My daughter and I loved it. We didn't eat until late, which I know a lot of people, oh no, I don't eat after 6, or I don't eat after whatever. So it was about 9 p.m. when we ate though. And it was still a good feeling because eating at that time, guess what? Your girl wasn't snacking, wasn't wishing I had something to snack on. Sometimes when I eat so early, like at 6 or 5, then now I'm like, what am I going to eat? What am I going to snack on? And that can lead to me with the chips and dip, things like that. So eating so late, I wasn't doing a whole lot of snacking before. I may have had some popcorn, but I still have my top braces on metal. So I don't, I had to be careful with the popcorn too. So anyway, I'm grateful for that. Moving on, I'm grateful for the compliments I received this morning from my students and my daughter. So this morning I got up, just put on a little concealer. I did put my lashes on, and not even tripping off of it, except that I wanted to look, just a little more wide awake because my work, I work online. And wow, that just felt so good to get compliments, you guys. I had on my little Grace Elise slap cap. It's my little slap cap. If you know me, you know I love my slap caps. So yeah, it just felt good. That's the first thing my daughter said. Oh, you look so pretty. And I forgot, So I'm grateful for books. I am grateful for books, and I'm grateful that there's an English library that I can go to here in Mexico. And it's I went for the second time on Friday, a few days ago. And each time I get such a warm feeling. The librarians are so warm and friendly. And I happened to go when they were celebrating one of the workers' birthdays. And my daughter and I, we were headed to the outside patio. Yeah, they got it inside. So of course all the books are on the inside, and that's a cute little space. But then there's a patio. Then there's an upstairs patio, y'all. Then there's some kind of little garden off of the first patio. It's a trip. But and I love being outside. It's nothing like being outside plus a book, and that's been my life as well. Me and my best friend, we used to sit out and actually read our books outside. Normally we would be on her porch. In Chicago, you know, there are apartment buildings. Most times there's what we call six flats. And if you had a really good apartment, each apartment would have a balcony. And so we would sit out there and just read. I was reading Langston Hughes. I was reading just all kind of books that I loved. So it's something about being outside. I had my own balcony in my own apartment growing up. So I would sit out there, and these balconies would be huge, you know, and sit out there and read, just get lost. So the fact that the library has that is a plus. And so I was invited to help celebrate this workers. They called her the custodian. So I believe she's one of the people responsible for putting the books in order, putting them back. And she had her birthday, and she was my middle age, you know, and it was just awesome. They sang the birthday in Spanish, then we sang it in English. It was just an awesome time, and the cake was delicious. It was a at least two layer, it might have been three, but it had a banana cream filling, and the frosting, the top layer of the frosting was coconut cream. It was just some delicious stuff, y'all. So anyway, so I'm grateful for that, because if you watch a video I recently posted, you'll see me breaking down my library and packing up books to be donated. There were even some boxes of books that I had not opened, because I had moved, y'all, from Chicago to St. Louis to then Maryland as an adult. I spent the majority of my life in Chicago, though. So, y'all, it was just, it hurt my feelings that I was donating the majority of my books. I did bring some with me, or I have some that are, you know, I do have things I have to go back and get, not much. But anyway, my whole point is, so having a library with books that are on my TBR list is such a blessing and a benefit. So I checked out books, my daughter checked out books, so now we don't have to house books. Anyway, so you would have to just love books to understand. I'm grateful to wake up to singing birds. Child, these birds, I think that, and it was like that in the house that I just sold. I would wake up there in Maryland to these birds singing. They would just sing. I don't know if they just were around my house. It didn't matter if it was cold, whatever. They're just singing, having a good time, talking. It's like that in St. Louis too, around that home that I lived in. And here, they're just even more chirpy. They're more melodic. They're just everything. And I'm so grateful. And I do hear them and listen to them and enjoy them and feel that blessing of just nature. I'm grateful for a mom who's 82 years old, and I'm filming on my phone. She just I saw the text go across the screen. So I'm definitely grateful for my mom, 82 years old. I know when I was a little girl, I always was just wanting my mom to be alive. Just please let my mom come home from work, let her get home safely. I just thought my mom was the queen of the world, the queen of the whole world. So to be blessed to actually have my mother still here is just a blessing. When I know many don't, and I hope I haven't triggered anyone with this. You know, if your mom is still not here, I definitely don't mean any triggers, but just think of the memories. Think of the memories. Think of who else has been mothering you in your life. Even if it's a friend. As friends, we can mother each other. We can be the same age and mothering each other. Don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Why'd you do that? Why'd you say that? Girl, you know you're crazy. And sometimes the younger friend can do the most mothering. I have a friend, she here on YouTube, Lulu. If you haven't checked out Lulu's channel, check it out. We don't communicate every day or that often, but we went through a period in our lives where we were in each other's space all the time, 24, it almost seems like 24/7, even though we only lived in the same close proximity for about the first year or two of our meeting. And we weren't one to, let me just hang at your house all the time or anything like that. But when she moved further away, she would come camp out a lot of times. And anyway, my whole point is she's a little younger than me, never ever made any difference. I have friends who might be a year younger or 6 months younger, and well, you're older than me, you this. We go by how each other acts. I also have friends that they think I'm the baby, but we're the same age. I'll be like, you're my, oh, okay, big sister, okay, big brother, that type of thing. So it's all about your mindset. To understand age is nothing but a number. But that little Louise, man, she had taught me so much just about things and how to think about things even at our young ages, that a lot of times I would think about her as pretty much being, we're about 6 years apart, as pretty much being the, you know, don't do this like this, or, you know, have you ever thought about this? It was just a lot of different things. So your friends can mother you. You can have friends that'll be like that father figure, and it could actually be a friend. So think about those people in your life as well. So, and my final entry is, I'm grateful that I don't take myself so seriously. Guys, there are people who take everything so seriously. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I can laugh at myself, laugh at life. I'm so happy that I just don't take everything so seriously. It's like you can't take a joke. There's some people, oh, don't bring that subject up, or it's you know, and I'm not gonna walk on eggshells for anybody, period. I'm not going to just walk around on eggshells. You have to be able to take a joke. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. You have to be able to think outside the box. Understand that everyone is different. Everyone is different. And that's the beauty of people. Everyone is different. See what's unique about that person and figure out how that's actually a good thing. You know, it could be a bad thing, though, and then those people you gotta get rid of. But please get rid of them. If they're draining your spirit, you have to cut them loose. They're stifling your creativity. They're stifling your progress. But I'm more so talking about, you know, people that add something to your life. Understand their differences and celebrate it. Let them be themselves. You know, so I have a group of friends. We're just happy to be ourselves, and ourselves, the craziest of the crazy. we accept each other's faults and think that's funny. But anyway, y'all, that's everything I wrote in my journal. I kept y'all again for a half hour. I didn't mean to. I'm going to be out. Go ahead and let me know down below. What are you grateful for? Have you gotten your journal? A lot of you said, hey, you just reminded me. I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to go get my journal. Have you gotten the journal? Have you started writing in the journal? So just be happy, be grateful, take the punches with the celebrations, and all of it is life, y'all. I'm out. Love you. Love you, sassies. Leave a comment. Leave a like to help this algorithm. And push that notification bell, y'all. Peace.